What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Aha. We back again. We got a very special guest today. Consensus All-American at Murray State, second round draft pick, 7 years in the NBA. Now he's here in Europe, 3 teams. He's one of the best shooters in the Euroleague, Mr. Isaiah Canaan. What's up, baby?
Man, what's good, Brody, man? Appreciate you having me, man.
No doubt. The people wanted you, I wanted you, and I'm glad that you're here. So
great intro, by the way.
Much love. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Aha.
Hey. Falling to Agbekus like a beast. Hey. Now me be the captain of our ship. Sail.
Talk to me about the start. Like, when did basketball, become your thing?
Man, I've been playing basketball since I was about 6 or 7. My mom and my dad both played. Funny story, my mom was pregnant, her senior year, got elbowed and stopped playing, and then here I come, so. I
You
think
felt
it was
that elbow when you was in there?
I might have. I mean, that's why I turned out to be who I am, that little bump, probably gave me a little nod,
Fire.
but no, I just think it was within the family, so. And then Allen Iverson was my favorite player, growing up outside my dad, and that's what kept me motivated.
Was basketball something that you were like, it's this or nothing, or you was just playing because you liked it?
Actually, I played football and basketball, ran track. I come from Mississippi. We kind of play all the sports in high school, but I didn't think I was going to be an NFL height quarterback. So I was good in basketball, and I stuck it out, and hey, it ended up working out for me.
It worked out very, very well, and then eventually you got the Murray State offer. What made you take that?
Well, I didn't, I had might have 1 or 2 SEC schools try to recruit me in high school. I signed with Murray coming out of my junior year, didn't have a lot of offers, coming out, and Mississippi is a football school, so people can say that's why, but hey, Murray wanted me from the jump, and I wanted to leave home and try to go make a name for myself somewhere else, and so I ended up at Murray. The coaches believed in me, and when I went on a visit, they made it feel like home outside of home, so that's why I decided to go.
And you killed it. You made a name for yourself. Like a little quick tidbit, I got to JUCO in 2013. That's when you graduated, right?
Yeah, that's when I finished.
And I remember Murray State was one of the mid-majors that was recruiting me, and your name was like a big reason why I was interested in them. So salute to you. I've been watching you for a minute. I'm glad to have you on the show.
Appreciate it.
But obviously all of that led, to playing in the NBA. What was that feeling like when you were drafted and, you spent 4 years in college and then now you're in the NBA? Talk to me about that period.
Man, it was, at the time, coming from Murray State, nobody, might have knew any players that might have got drafted there besides Popeye Jones. And, I was a young country kid coming from Mississippi, just wanted to go make a name for myself, and got to Murray State, got around good teammates, and we put together a few good teams. I won conference 3 years out of the 4.
Fire.
Went to the NCAA twice.
Fire.
I just put in the work that when I got there, I had my goals of chasing my dream of getting to the NBA one day. And once I had that chance after my freshman year, it kind of motivated me, wanted me to, actually get there and do something that, nobody in my family has ever done. And, I was blessed and fortunate to be able to, get there and not only get to the NBA, but, hang around for a little while. But, I thank Murray, Murray State for giving me that platform to just be who I am, be able to play my game and had the opportunity to make it to the NBA.
You killed it. You killed it. When did you know that getting to the NBA was realistic for you though? Like, as a kid growing up, we think it's, a dream to play in the NBA, but then at some point it becomes a goal. When was that for you?
I would have to say, I always thought I had a chance, just me personally, but after my freshman year at Murray State, when we went to the NCAA tournament and we upset Vanderbilt, we was I want to say 12 seed, maybe 13.
Okay.
And Vandy was, one of them top 4, top 5 teams, and I actually played pretty well against them, and then I had a big game against Butler that later on that same NCAA first year going to the championship with Brad Stevens. So not to show my age, but yeah, that was their first time going to the NCAA tournament. And after that tournament, my freshman year, even in the conference tournament, you know, I started getting buzz. I was having good games as a freshman, and after that year, you know, it kind of was like, hey, this kid got a chance.
Right.
You know, at least that's what I was hearing. And
Right.
you know, once I got that little fuel, you know, that just added fuel to me as a player. Just wanted to be the best that I can be. I had a chance, so I wanted to really exploit that chance and give myself, you know, even better chance of getting there by just putting in the work and you know, listening to the people that was guiding me, which was my head coach at Murray State, Steve Prohm, and Billy Kennedy. You know, they both helped me tremendously to get there. And if I had to choose, after that freshman year, you know, that kind of set the stone, and then everything else was history after that. You know, all I had to do was just continue to be who I was, win games in college, you know, obviously get back to the NCAA tournament because that helps.
Right.
And we did. You know, we got ranked my junior year from Murray State. We was,
Unreal.
I think, got high as a 7, you know, so we definitely had some time at Murray that also helped me out as well. And, you know, once I had that opportunity, it was all she wrote.
Shout out to Murray State, mid-major boys. We love to see it. What was your favorite moment or favorite experience when you were in the NBA?
Probably getting drafted, number one, was, you know, a big moment for me. I was, you know, around my family, around all my friends, and
34 by the Houston Rockets. Your thoughts?
Man, I just wanted to hear my name called. It was a long wait. A lot of people was disappointed, but I just wanted to hear my name called, and I'm gonna go out there and try to do the best I can and turn that program around.
then my first playoff start in Boston in the Garden, man. I think Rondo had broke his wrist, and I was next up. You know, the playoffs against another Isaiah Thomas. At that time, he was MVP. You know,
Fire.
MVP Isaiah in Boston. They was number 1 seed. We was 8. In Chicago, I had Jimmy and D Wade on the team that year, and
Remember that.
man, that moment just, you know, in warm-up line, you play, so you know when they calling everybody out, you just looking around the arena, and it was pitch black in there, green lights everywhere. That moment was, you know, for me, I was just in there like, wow, bro, I can't even believe I'm finna start this game. I was damn near nervous, you know, but motivated to play. But them 2 moments was probably the biggest. But I had a blessed career. I was able to play with a lot of Hall of Famers, you know.
Like who?
I got drafted to Houston at the time. James Harden was there. Dwight Howard was there. Guys like Jason Terry, Francisco Garcia. I go to Philly. I got a chance to play with Joel Embiid, you know, Jahlil Okafor. It was a lot of young guys on that team. Then I get to Chicago. I'm with Jimmy, D Wade, Rondo, them type of guys. I had a 2-month span with the Thunder, with Carmelo, Westbrook, Paul George, that team. Got a chance to play with Giannis for about half a year. Went to Phoenix. My young boy, Devin Booker, you know, we all from Mississippi. He was on the team at the time. Trevor Ariza, another good friend of mine. Tyson Chandler. So, man, I can say I got a chance to play with, you know, a lot of guys throughout my NBA career, and that's, you know, that's also a blessing because, you know, most times you don't get to learn from those guys. You don't get to be on share the same court with those guys, and I was able to do that within my, you know, time in the NBA. So them 3 moments was probably the biggest for me, just, you know, being with them guys and then getting drafted, and then also, you know, my first career playoff start in a big series against Boston.
Salute. Did you know much about the Euroleague when you were in the NBA?
Actually, I did not. It's crazy. I never really, you know, as a kid, I wasn't really just saying, oh, I want to go to Europe and play. You know, it took me about 5-6 years in the league where I started thinking like, you know, maybe if I get a chance, you know, I go over there and play, you know, just to finish out my career, you know. And I had ended up breaking my foot, you know, and I started getting more calls from over here, you know, teams, you know, wanting to know my situation once I got back from the injury. And that's when I really started to pay attention to Euroleague was the time I was, hurt in the NBA and not knowing which way my career was gonna go next. I started, obviously I had friends like Shane, Larkin, Mike, all them guys doing well over here. And I would always follow them and see what they doing over here. So I knew about it, just didn't have to, you could ask me about any player over here, I'd be like, shit, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know, but once I had that first, initial call to go to, Russia in Kazan was really when I started paying attention to it, because, guys like Jamar Smith, he was telling me a lot about, man, you a EuroLeague player. I was a Eurocup when I first got over here, so my first year overseas was kind of like the first year I kind of, really paid attention to it. But when I was coming off the injury, I started, watching more and following more guys that was coming over here to play.
1,000%. I remember, I think the first night, I don't think it was the first game, but I watched you play a game in Barcelona. You know what I'm talking about. What'd you do to the crowd?
Well by this Unit's performance. Canaan, oh, what a response. And he puts his finger to his lips to silence the crowd.
So if nobody knows me now, everybody knows I play with that, I play with that type of energy and that type of, just passion. It's just it's part passion, of the game. Right? It's just part of the game. I care about winning, first off, so I'm going to do whatever I can to win. I'm always ride for my teammates, so just throughout the game, if you love the game of basketball, it's moments throughout the game where you like, oh, I like this, I like this. And we was on the road, I was with Unix Kazan. Nobody gave us a chance. In EuroLeague that year is my first year in EuroLeague, and we was on the road up, we was up big, so they went on a run, the crowd tried to get into it, and then I hit a big shot, and I was, I told them to calm down, that was kind of my fuel for that game, and I fast forward, obviously we ended up, losing that game. Yeah, they rode me for the last 2 years until last season, I kind of got my payback in the playoffs, got a chance to put them out, so. For me, man, it's just all part of the game. Once I leave that court, man, I go, be a dad and be my family, take care of my family, friends, have fun with friends. But in them lines, I'm trying to do whatever I can.
It's not personal, though.
It's nothing personal.
It's entertainment and it's business, right?
It's not personal.
1,000%. And the EuroLeague needs more of that, in my opinion. What you think?
I believe so, too, especially if they, allow fans to,
say what
do all that to us, then, anything that keeps us motivated throughout the game, as long as it's nothing, harmful or disrespectful in any kind of way, I feel like it's just part of the game. If you can't hype yourself up or hype your team up to play the game, what are we doing?
I completely respect that. You were in Olympiacos after great years there, and what led you to sign with Red Star now? Because that's where you're at now, heading into the 2024 season. Talk to me about that.
Oh, yeah, man. I had two, got a chance. One of my goals was to actually get to the, try to win a EuroLeague championship. And I got to Olympiacos, and I had two chances, went to the Final Four back-to-back years. So, I'm very thankful, of them 2 years there. Being in Athens with, my teammates, the coaches, in that city of Athens, I had a great time. And, Coach Yanni, which is my coach now, he called me and wanted to know my situation. And I didn't really, at the time, didn't know what I was going to do. I was still waiting to see what Olympiacos wanted to do. And at the same time, I knew if that didn't work, I had to move on and, continue to take care of my family and continue to put myself in position to try to, win and have another chance to win the EuroLeague title. So I wanted to challenge, I wanted to challenge myself. The team that he was trying to put together, I really believed in, the idea of what he was trying to do. And any coach that, allows you to be who you are and, play the type of game you can play, or, in the grand scheme of, the team concept, it's hard to turn that down. And, like I say, he, told me all his goals and everything he wanted to accomplish. And he told me my role in that. And, you know, I really wanted to push myself and challenge myself, and wanted to come here and try to do something that, you know, Red Star hasn't done in a while, which is, you know, get back to the playoffs and, you know, ultimately giving them a chance to try to win a EuroLeague title.
Respect, respect. Good luck to you this season. Okay, so this is the this or that section. Is very simple. I'm gonna ask Isaiah this or that. Would you rather be deaf or blind?
Deaf.
Would you rather lose one foot or lose one hand?
Neither. But if I had to pick, probably one hand. I gotta move around.
Okay. YouTube or Netflix?
Netflix.
Actually,
YouTube.
YouTube?
YouTube. Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather cough every hour for the rest of your life or sneeze every hour for the rest of your life?
Dang, probably.
Yeah.
Cough. Because when you sneeze, you can't see nothing.
I know. Red wine or white wine?
Red.
MJ or LeBron?
LeBron.
Why LeBron?
Man, I just, you know, MJ paved the way, obviously.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would never put, you know, LeBron above him, you know, but I just think he, you know, the game evolutions, you know, the evolution of however you want to put it, you know, and I just think he's the next, you know, mold of the game of being a complete, you know, full solid player. From whatever you can ask him to do, he can do it. You know, Michael Jordan was another player that can do that, but I just think, you know, LeBron, he's bigger, you know, probably was stronger and faster, and I think that's what gave him the notch. But MJ is definitely I feel like, you know, the #1 GOAT, but LeBron is right there.
Interesting. Okay. Would you rather have 100,000 every year net or 2 million cash right now?
Probably 100 net, because I can get to 2, you know, in no time.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'll take the 100 net. You know, every year you'll get the 2 eventually, and if that's just the 2 that I'm gonna get, I need that 100 net. That's gonna consistently give me them 2.
Play at home or play on the road?
Home. I like to play at home. You know, just to give our fans, you know, the hard-earned money that they put in to come watch us play, and the supporters. You know, it ain't no support like being at home. But road games are pretty fun too.
Fire too. Okay, the last thing I got for you is think of somebody that you love. Who'd you think about?
My wife.
Look into the camera and give her her flowers.
Love you.
Fire. Short and sweet, that's how we like it. Isaiah Canaan, I appreciate you so much for coming here. Guys, it's Mr. Aha. We had another great guest on the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me here, here, and here. See you in the next one. Fire.
Gang.
Easy.
Ooh, you put me on the spot with that one.
Yeah.